friends, Miss Heather here. It is time for Rainbow Families Story Time. It's a very special story time, so I wore my very special Reading Rainbow t-shirt. I will be joined today by Miss Kate, who will also be reading some books. And today we're celebrating rainbow families. And rainbow families are LGBTQ plus families. And as we know, families come in all shapes and sizes. There's moms and mommies and moms and dads and daddies and papas and grandmas and grandpas and foster families and single parents and so many more. And the thing that connects all of our families together is love. Love is love. And I love you. And I know that you have grown-ups that love you very, very much. And today we're going to be celebrating some of those books that your grown-ups might want to share with you. So the first book is called Esther, the Wonder Pig. Here we go. The True Adventures of Esther, the Wonder Pig. And that is a picture of the real Esther. This book is based on a real story. So the pig is in the bathtub. Is that silly? I can't wait to hear about Esther and what she'll do next. The dedication of the book says, "Let your smile change the world, but never let the world change your smile." The True Adventures of Esther, the Wonder Pig, by Steve Jenkins, Derek Walter, and Caprice Crane. Esther was a little piglet. She was rescued when she was 6 weeks old and arrived in a laundry basket nestled among some towels. When she looked up at her dad's with those eyes and that smile, it was love. Esther moved into a little house with 2 dogs and 2 cats. She was the smallest of the bunch. She was supposed to be a miniature pig after all. Her dads didn't know much about mini pigs, so they had to learn quickly. Do you think pigs like potato chips? Do you like potato chips? At night, everyone slept in his or her own bed. Esther slept in a collapsible cat house. But 3 days later, she outgrew it. So she climbed on top of the cat house. That seemed fine for a while, but then she outgrew that. So Esther's dad got her a dog bed and then a bigger dog bed. Her dads were confused. "We thought she was supposed to be a mini pig," they said. But when she looked up at her dads with those eyes and that smile, it was love. Esther liked to play outside in the pond. She splashed around and flipped over the rocks. She didn't mean to, but she scared the fish. Esther also liked to help her dads with their gardening. She dug up the bed, uprooted the tulips, and ate all the bulbs. When Esther's dads saw the mess she'd made, they weren't very happy. But Esther looked up at her dads with those eyes and that smile, and it was love. Esther had the most fun at bath time. She just loved to get everything wet. She even knew how to make her own bubbles. As she grew bigger, so did her splashes. Sometimes, when her dads weren't looking, Esther sneaked into the kitchen and stole snacks. She got into the freezer and ate all the ice pops. She used her snout to open the cabinets and she ate all the cookies. Once, she even broke the door of the oven. That was not on purpose. Esther's dads did not like this at all. But when she looked up at her dads with those eyes and that smile, it was love. Esther kept growing and growing and growing. So she started sleeping on a kid's mattress. Surely that would be big enough, but it wasn't. She outgrew that too. Then she got a single bed and then a twin bed. And then she even got her own bedroom. The little house was starting to feel very crowded. What was comfortable for 2 dads, 2 dogs, and 2 cats was way too small for a 600-pound pig. So Esther's dads did the only thing that they could think of. They moved to a big farm where there was lots of room and where they could rescue even more animals. Even in a big brand new home, everyone would gather together to tell stories or watch TV. But sometimes Esther would spread across the whole couch and nobody else had a comfortable place to sit. But when Esther looked up at her dads with those eyes and that smile, yeah, it was love. Then one day, Esther was not in her room. She wasn't in the kitchen and she wasn't in the garden. Esther's dads searched the whole house, but their pig was missing. They were so worried. They ran all over the neighborhood searching for her, but she was nowhere in sight. So what if she was so much bigger than they'd expected? What if she outgrew her beds in record time? So what if she scared the fish or ruined the garden? She was their girl. She was part of the family, and families come in all shapes and sizes. Oh my goodness, look how sad everybody is to lose Esther. After hours and hours, a neighbor called out from her front door. "Excuse me, are you missing a pig?" the kind lady asked. With great relief, Esther's dads followed the lady into her backyard, where Esther was happily eating all the apples she could reach. "We're so sorry," Esther's dads told the kind lady. "She's a very naughty pig." But Esther looked up at her dads with those eyes and that smile, and it was love. From then on, Esther's dads made sure that their front gate was locked. The end. And this book also has some really interesting facts about the real Esther the pig. She is adorable, but she's not a mini pig. She's about 650 pounds, which is about as heavy as a female polar bear. Her dads, Steve and Derek, bought a farm and opened the Happily Ever Esther Farm Sanctuary, where they live today. Esther has plenty of space to roam comfortably, and you can see all the pictures of Esther in her fun costume. The end.